Hey guys. So how we're going to do this from now on is I'm going to start by just doing the first two problems, and then usually the second page of the day will be for you to do. So today we're going over understanding operations with integers. Specifically, we're working with understanding addition with negative numbers. So if you go ahead and look at the first problem, you see between the time Eco woke up and lunchtime, it says the temperature rose by 11. Then by the time he went to bed, the temperature dropped by 14. Now first, you need to identify, it doesn't tell you where you started, right? So the only things it tells you is that at first, when you woke up, it rose 11. And then secondly, it said when you went to bed, the temperature dropped by 14 degrees. Now the first question it asks you to do is write an addition expression for the temperature relative to when Eco woke up. So if you have a number rise by 11, what goes with rising is addition. So when you rise, you go up, so we're going to treat that as addition. Then it says when you went to bed, it dropped by 14 degrees. So when you drop, obviously dropping would be subtraction. So when you write an addition expression, you have 11, so positive 11, plus negative 14. Remember, plus signs can be put next to negative signs. They do not change at all. So when you're left with that, you have 11 plus negative 14. Now, if you don't remember how to add by negative numbers, you can use integer chips, which is what they're talking about. So what you do is you put integer chips down. So you count the amount of positive, and then you just put circles and then put the positives there. There's 11. There's 11 chips here. Now, if there's 14 negative, then there's 14 negative chips here. So now what it wants you to do is it wants you to circle the zero pairs. So go ahead, circle each of these zero pairs all the way through, and then you'll see what the leftover amount is. Now obviously these cancel out, so just put a line through them. And once you put a line through those, you're left with these three. So that lets you know what the value is, which leads into the next question, what the value is of the remaining integer chips after the zero pairs are removed. So what's left is 3 negative integer chips. Right? So now we're only left with the last question. What is the net change in the temperature relative to when Eco woke up? Well, write this as a sentence. The temperature decreased by 3, what were we talking about? We're talking about temperature, so it's degrees. So you can write it as 3 degrees. You can say it decreased by 3 degrees, or you can say -3 and then put parentheses around it, or circle it, whichever you prefer. So that's number 2. That's number 1. Now number 2 is on the same page. So I'm going to make that a separate video. So I'm going to stop the video here.